Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. You remember the lecture that we have done on speaking skills. That was my first lecture. After that I have given few tips for speaking English, and today we will just carry on the same topic, and I am giving you 12 points, 12 tips for speaking good English, that how you can improve further. The same, it is a link, but now I am giving more tips to you. Because when you are learning a language, then there are so many things you have to cover up. So again and again, new tips. Whenever I get a new tips for you, I will bring it forward to you. So today, the main thing is that how to improve your correct English pronunciation and how to speak in audience and how to improve your language skills. So first thing is that 12 tips for speaking good English. First tip, we will start with that. The first tip is think in English. The first thing, the question arises, why we can't? I have taken so many classes. I have been with so many students in colleges, universities and schools. Many of university students, they said, my teachers, when I give them training, I sit and I start speaking in English. Whenever I start my lecture, totally I speak in English. And then during my lecture, I ask a question, I arise a question, and you know that only one or two hands for answer. I said, okay, I don't want to answer from you, just raise your hand and tell me that how many of you have understood my question. Everybody will raise hand. Then I will say, okay, put down your hands. Now give me one more answer. How many of you know the answer, but you can't speak? Only I want to know that how many of you know the answer of this question. I'm not telling you to stand and answer me. Just I want you to know this thing, that how many of you know the answer of this question. Believe me, everybody will raise that. So the main thing is that everybody understands, but we can't speak. What is the reason behind it? Because the main reason is we feel shy. Shyness is there. That, oh, I will speak in place of is, I will say was, and if I have to use future tense, if I have used the past, then what will happen? They will laugh at me. Let the other people laugh at you. Because remember, you are doing something. I always tell my class that if you stand and you give wrong answer and everybody laugh at you, everyone laughs at you, then just turn back to your friends and tell them that I have got these guts, that I have stood and I have answered. This is not an issue that answer was right or wrong, but I have got this quality to face my teacher and to speak in English and give answer in English. So remember that if you feel shy, from today start thinking in English. At this moment also, when I am speaking, you are thinking, like if you are thinking, कितना बोलता है ये आदमी? You are thinking inside you. So just change that Urdu. कितना बोलता है ये शख्स in English. Now, suppose if I will change it inside myself and I am a new learner, so I will say, how too much speak he is. This is wrong. Nobody listened. What happened? Nobody will laugh at you. You will not feel shy. Because inside you are thinking in English. After 2-3 days, you are every thinking automatically. Whenever you think, you will think in English. And if this happens, then believe me, this is the best step to improve your English. Because everybody inside you, it is changing in English. And then words will come out, it will flow. Second is talk to yourself. I tell you a very interesting thing. I was at Quetta and working at St. Francis Grammar School as a teacher. At that time, I started to learn English. And my English was like normal people, and I was also not a good English conversationalist. So at that time when I started my English, I'm thankful to all my teachers over there, and they told me that talk to yourself. So one night there was a party at my house, and when party ended, so my mother, she was there, and I said, you go and sleep because it's midnight approximate, so I will clear the kitchen and I will wash all the dishes and clear the kitchen. So you go and take rest. So I was in kitchen and I was washing dishes and talking to myself in English. Tomorrow I will do this, tomorrow when I will go, I will talk to these kids and all these things. Suddenly what happened, it appears to me that somebody is standing. I turned back and at door my mother was standing there and she said, to whom you are talking? I said, I'm talking to myself. She said, yes, when a person studies so much, gets so many degrees, then he gets mad. So people will tell you that you are mad, but please talk to yourself. This is very important. Then use a mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and then talk to yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and read something in English. Stand in front of some mirror and what you have seen at TV in English, just repeat the dialogues in front of you. You are your best critic. Remember that thing. Then focus on fluency, not grammar. Please don't think that you are using is or was, you are using him or her. You are using he or she. Sometime we teachers, sometime in front of student, I also say, Sadia is a good girl, and you know, he always loved to speak in English. No, Sadia, and I said he. Common error, doesn't matter. So don't go with, don't focus on grammar, focus on your fluency. That during your talk, during your speaking, how many times you do, how many pauses you give. Focus on that thing. Your fluency should be good, and grammar, automatically it will change. Then try some tongue twisters. Now this is very important. When I say tongue twisters, many people, how I will twist my tongue. So for that, I will give you one tip, and then in your Google just write tongue twisters, sentences, and then write tongue twisters. You will get many sentences like this. Look over here. This is a good tongue twister. The 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. This is how you are twisting your tongue. Now look, the 33 thieves thought that they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. These types of sentences you will find on Google, and these are called tongue twisters. So what you are going to do is, you have to work on these. Read these sentences as much as possible, and this is how you will bring out the correct pronunciation of different words. So work on tongue twisters. Listen and repeat. I told you in last lecture also. Listening is very important. When a baby is born, how he or she learns to speak? Because of listening. Because of listening. So remember that if you listen good speakers, if you listen good documentaries, if you listen good English, then you will speak very well. So listen and repeat. Pay attention to stress sounds. Stress sounds are very important. You know, I just write one word. Address. I'm just spelling you what do you mean by stress sounds. Sometimes you see Javed is speaking in front of you and he is putting force on a word, and now I will pronounce this word in two different ways. Two sentences, just look at the stress. I say, what is your address? I am addressing you. Have you seen the difference? What is your address? I am addressing you. The two meaning of this. One is, I know where you live. That is address. Address. Stress is there. And one, I am addressing you. In that, stress is not there. So, work on, pay attention to stress sound. How you will pay attention? When you will listen to other speakers very well. And then you see that they have said, attention, please pay attention. Now, what the stress is there, you have to work on that, and when you listen, then it will clear in front of you. Sing along to English songs. Take English songs. And then, I'll give you two names, Taylor Swift and Jason Mraz. The two excellent singers you will love to hear. Just download the songs of Taylor Swift. Why I'm giving you these names and Jason? Their songs are very just like poems. They sing songs. Because if you go to rap, maybe few words you can't understand. So sing English songs. This will be some excitement for you. So with this you will improve your English. Then learn word forms. If I have learned this word swim and if this word write, why not the two forms of it? Swim, swam, swum. Write, wrote, written. If do is there, then did and done. The three forms of verb. When you learn one word, go with the forms of that word. So by this what you will do? Word forms. You are not learning one word, you are learning 3 words today. Go with the forms of the word. This will increase your vocabulary. At the end I will tell you what important vocabulary has in your English speaking. Learn phrases, not words. This is very good. Like idioms, use idioms and phrases. Like if you want to say something to your friend is telling you a story, oh they did bad with me and this and that. Then saying a long sentence or giving something else, just say tit for tat. You did and you got. You got my point. Like if I want to ask how are you feeling? So why not I will go and just say what's up? Now this what's up means everything. How are you feeling? What are you doing today? In place of these simple sentences asking this, why not I must use some phrase or some idiom? So go with that. Prepare for specific situation. Now, according to situation, if I am sitting with my friends and if I will do this lecture, speak in this lecture form, then I am wasting myself. I am wasting the friend's company. So remember that according to situation I have to speak. If I will say, stand here, topic is this, speaking skills, and I will say, start saying, telling jokes to you, then I am wasting my time. The situation, speak according to the situation. Always, you have to grip that. Then tell a story. Situation, I must tell you, if senior people are there, speak like a senior. If small kids are there, then go with them. When I go to Montessori level or pre-primary, totally my tone change. It looks that Javed Aziz is just a small kid and he's talking to them like a kid. So specific situation. Remember, tell a story of your language in English. At night, whenever some young children at your house, they say, Kahani sunai. Ek tha badshah, ek thi malka. So why not? Say, okay, today I will tell you a story in English. So your stories of your language, that your grandmother, parental and maternal, nani, dadi, those stories are stories of your nani and dadi, just repeat in English in front of your children. And you know, believe me, you will improve your children English plus as well as your own. These are the tips. If you will follow, my dear, remember these 12 tips. These will improve your speaking skills. At the end, I must tell you, vocabulary. One of my students, why I said that learn in place of 1, learn 3. One of my students, she was doing A-levels and she said, sir, just tell me what type of English I am speaking. Am I a good English conversationalist or not? Now, I am telling you about vocabulary. So I said that, daughter, I have to see your wardrobe. She said, sir, why? I am talking about my English and you are telling me to open my wardrobe. Why? I said, you know, a good girl, what she do? A good girl, a good Pakistani girl, always washes clothes, then iron it properly, hang it well in wardrobe. And the rest of the clothes, they are pressed and then placed on the place. Then they place those clothes on some good place where they can find it easily. And a bad girl, what she do? She wash the clothes, just pick it up and stuck it inside the cupboard and then close the door. And when she opens the cupboard, what will happen? Every cloth comes on her. This is a bad girl. So I want to see. She said, no sir, I am a good girl. I said, this cupboard, this is your cupboard. This is cupboard of words. Why I am so fluent that my all clothes, all words are pressed and properly placed on the right places. When I speak, I don't think. Words start flowing. So similarly, vocabulary, because I have many words in my mind. A good conversationalist, first of all, improve his or her vocabulary. How you can improve vocabulary? Tomorrow, inshallah, I will give you one lecture that is on how to improve your vocabulary. So tomorrow, subscribe the channel and wait for the video how to increase your vocabulary. So today's topic, I think it is clear to you. Note down these 12 tips and please try to work on these. Subscribe my channel and wait for many videos, and for that you have to press the bell icon. Thank you very much for watching 12 speaking tips from Sir Javed Aziz. Thank you very much.